Hi, Brett here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about workshops. I have mentioned that I'm going to be doing some workshops in Michigan, and I've got actually several workshops coming up that are not on my website as of yet. They are tentative in that they are already scheduled, but we're just working out the final details. Um, I have workshops coming up in Iowa. I've got workshops coming up in Ripley, West Virginia. I've got some workshops tentatively scheduled in New York. And this is not like the festivals like the Dulcimore Festival in Lisbon, Ohio. I'll be there. I'll be at Everett. I've got different festivals that I would go to. I am referring to workshops that are not even necessarily sponsored by a Dulcimer club. So I just came back from one in North Carolina, which I had a great time there, and also one in Winter Haven, Florida, which was also a good workshop. So I've got these workshops, and every time I post I'm doing a workshop, somebody inevitably writes, I wish I lived closer. Are you going to be in our area? When will you be doing this again? Where will you be doing this? And this is how most of these workshops are actually set up, because I am willing, and this is what I do full time, is I will travel to you. That scares a lot of people in that they don't understand how to set up a workshop. So I'm going to explain how this usually works. All I need is a venue. So if you live wherever and you would like to have some of these workshops, I've got the all instrument workshops. I've got the overcoming the fear workshop, which I guarantee you I can help if you're afraid to play in public or afraid to play in front of others. I guarantee you I can help you with that because I understand it. I've been there. I know I understand that fear. Playing with emotion, learning to play by ear, surviving a jam, canoodling your noodle, which is embellishment on the fly. And I've got these different all instrument workshops. And I teach clawhammer, hammer dulcimer, and mountain dulcimer workshops. So if this is something of interest to you, and you can't make it to Michigan because you live in Georgia, for instance, I will come to Georgia. And you say, well, how do you do that? All I need is a venue. So if this is something that you would like in your area and you don't have it, or you would like to have one of these workshops come in, all I need is a venue, which could be any large room. A lot of times a local church will provide their building. Different centers, colleges sometimes will provide a room or a building. So all I need is a venue and interest. Now, as far as the interest, you say, well, I'm the only one in the area. Well, that's what you may know or think, and that may be the case, but that doesn't mean it won't work. For example, I did a workshop in Tennessee, and it actually drew people from 10 different states. So maybe not, and there were a lot of local people, but there were people from 10 states that came in. I did a workshop in Tampa, Florida, and a lady drove all the way from Dallas, Texas, just to attend that 3-hour workshop. And I thought she was there coming in vacation, and she said, no, I'm just coming for the workshop. So people do drive to these workshops. I do most of the work through social media. So if this is something you're interested in, what we do is we come up with the venue, we come up with a date, the workshops that are wanted. I put out a flyer on Facebook and other social media, and basically people reserve their spot to me, and that's it. I do most of the advertising, most of the legwork. It helps if you have friends in the area, but I still do most of the legwork and most of the advertising. If we don't have enough, then I would refund the money. However, that has only happened one time where I did not have enough interest, and it was my fault because there was somebody, a professional mountain dulcimer player, already scheduled in that area. On that weekend that they were scheduled first. I didn't realize it, and I set it up, and that's obvious. I didn't get them because they had already scheduled. So that's only happened one time. I'm not worried about that. So if this is something you're interested in, if you would like me to come to your area, now if you live in California, we're going to have a whole lot of interest to get out there. But I have had some interest expressed in Colorado, a few other places, because these workshops that I'm teaching, a lot of people do not teach. They're more specific to an instrument, which I can do. But some of these other instrument workshops, who cares if you could play like a master if you're afraid to play in front of somebody else? So a lot of these kind of workshops are very much needed, very much wanted. So if you are interested in a workshop, please contact me. All I need is a venue. I'll do most of the work as far as advertising, and we can go from there. And that is how so many of these workshops are set up. So if you want a workshop, give me a call, drop me a line, let me know, and we can get the ball rolling. So hope to see you soon, and thanks so much.